Hello guys, how are you doing today? Thank you for checking out the video, man. It's good to have you here. So I thought we were going to do something a little bit different in today's video. One of the things that I don't ever really mess around with is something called a save editor. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with these things or if you know what they do, but they are very, very, very powerful, at least on the PC side of things here in No Man's Sky. So I downloaded one. Well, that's not true. I've had it for a while. I just haven't really messed around with it a whole lot. And I thought this could make kind of a cool video if we got into one and saw, had a good idea of what it is it does. So to give you an idea, I opened up a brand new save file here. It's a permadeath save. Figured go big or go home, right? And I figured the only thing that we have messed with is to skip tutorials, so we didn't have to have that in the background as we kind of messed around. So to give you an idea here, I'm going to go into the options and I'll go to difficulty. It is registered as permadeath, and the only change that I made was tutorials off, which you can't see here, but everything else is set as normal. The reason I'm showing you this is we are going to absolutely change everything. At least I think we're going to. So let me give you a rundown. There's the Radiant Pillar. This is the standard ship you start with. Everything's broken. It doesn't have a lot of stuff, like none of the slots are open, stuff like that. Exosuit, absolutely nothing. I have added nothing. I picked up a little ferrite and carbon just so I could survive getting to the ship. And then multi-tool, I've added the analysis visor and repaired the scanner. That's it. So we're gonna pop out, give you an idea of what we're working with here. This is us. Here's our ship. It's on fire. En fuego. I don't know why I said that. Stupid, dumb dread.
Thermal protection falling.
I deserve it. Anyway, so what we're going to do, I'm getting back in here because obviously I can't survive out here for too long. The computer's going to yell at me forever. What we're going to do is we're going to come in here and rename this. We're going to call this the save editor save. And now when we get out, that should have taken. Okay, that looks pretty good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to quit to the desktop. So the way this works is you go to your game slot, and if you see ours down here, save editor save, that's the one that we're going to mess around with. Now, if we're going to go tab by tab and see the kind of things that it's done. So if we open up our exosuit here, this looks about the same as we saw before. We can look at cargo and we can look at technology. What's really cool about this is we can resize our inventory, right? So we can put like 99, 99. And it'll make it as large as it can possibly go. So then the other thing that we can do is we can enable all slots. And now all our cargo is open. And yeah, we can all the way down to the bottom just like that, which is pretty cool. We can also affect our health, shield, energy, this whole thing right here. So if I want to give myself like, 100, 1,000 nanites, I just did. I can even, I almost don't believe this is true, but I got to try it anyway. I'm going to give myself 3,000 Quicksilver just to see if it works. And as far as units go, we can, there's our max units. So we have all the money in the game now. Yay. That was fun. So then we can do the same thing to tech, I believe. We're not even getting into like the crazy stuff yet. So here, I'm just going to add a 9 to each one of these because that'll make it as large as it'll go. And then we'll enable all slots. I believe the yellow are where the super slots are. Yep, supercharged. So if we really want to, we can unsupercharge that one and supercharge this one, whatever you want. We can repair all. It's crazy. So that's just our exosuit right then and there. We can then jump over to our multi-tool. This is the part I've been looking forward to messing with. So this is the only multi-tool we have. There's the regular name. We can set this to standard, royal, sentinel, sentinel B, or switch. Now I believe the switch, that one is actually like the rifle. So we'll do standard, and this is the seed. The seed means, sorry, I'm getting ahead here. We're going to set this to an S class, obvi. Of course we're going to do that. Now the seed is exactly what the build is that we're looking at that. So that very specific multi-tool that we have That's what we have. If we hit generate, we're getting completely different multi-tools in here. And I'm kind of all about it. I want to see what the heck comes out. And then we have our base stats. I'm going to leave those alone. Those are fine. And let's unlock everything. Oh, 70 and 30, which is not accurate. That is. And then we're going to enable all. And we'll repair all. Now, we haven't started adding stuff to these things, but we will, and it'll be kind of cool. All right, so then here's our ship. We have a fighter. It's the Radiant Pillar. We're not seeing that here. We can change that to anything we want. Maybe we want to change it to an exotic. Maybe we want the Utopia Speeder, the Golden Vector. I don't even know what the Horizon Vector is. I don't remember that one. Or the robot. I'm assuming that's the Interceptors. I say, let's try an exotic. Oh, no. Let's leave that alone. Let's leave that alone. Never mind. Okay, then if not that, let's do a solar. Oh, it's going to tell us that no matter what. Okay, then screw it. Yeah, let's do exotic. All right, we're going to make it an S class. Obviously, it has to be if it's exotic. And we'll hit generate a couple times just to see what the heck happens. Then the next thing we're going to want to do, we're going to look at our cargo. Doesn't appear to want to let us resize. I want to try something. Save changes. Oh yeah, look at that. Cargo or tech. Ah, here we go. There we go. All right, it was just a little buggy. All right, so I'm going to do like that by that. There's all, and we're going to enable it all. So now everything is completely unlocked. That's going to go enable all. Then we're also going to repair all. So this is our tech, right? And if we're dealing with an S class, we should have 4. And because we're going to be kind of jerks about this, we're going to make the perfect ship, right? So I'm going to supercharge these 4 slots right here. Because why not? We're playing with a save editor. Let's go nuts, right? Set ourselves up for some success, right? All right, squadron. I don't care about that. Tech and cargo. Yep. The freighter, don't worry about the freighter yet. I'm not worried about it yet. We don't have one. Our vehicles, not worried about them. Bases, storage, companions, all that stuff's cool. Let's focus on what we got here, right? So let's look at our multi-tool. So I don't even know. Why don't we do this? Let's go ahead and save. And then what we're going to do, I'm going to close out of it, I think. Now what the heck? We'll try launching it with it still in here and see what happens. I'll get this loaded and then we'll take a look at what we got. All right, we're back in. I haven't even turned around yet, but let's see what our ship is. Oh, there's our ship. Look at this. That was just a random generation. And it gave us a beautiful, looks like it's a red. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is like my favorite type of exotic, man. It's the red and black. Oh, that's too cool. That is too cool. Oh my gosh, look at our Quicksilver. Quicksilver set to 3,000. Nanite set to 100,000, and we have 4.294 billion. We're set for the whole game. We are absolutely set for the entire game. What's our multi-tool look like? Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, so that's a rifle. That's very interesting. Oh, look at the slots on this bad boy too. So what we could do, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So what we could do if we really wanted to be absolute jerk bags here is we could then move the super slots and make this the most perfect weapon of all time too. So just saying, let's do that. Let's go ahead and I'm going to reload this because we were just in there. I don't want to like try to overwrite something, right? So let's look at that multi-tool. So it looks like we've got super, 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 and then this one over here. So why don't we undo that? Now, the crazy thing is we can put as many super slots as we want in here, which is a little ridiculous if we're being honest. But we could. So here we are moving those slots, and you know me, right? Like this this isn't something you should feel like you have to do. I have no idea where my ship went now. Oh, there it is. Like, I have no idea where any of this stuff is. We didn't put on any kind of protection for us in our exosuit. That could be something that we work on next. Depends on, maybe we gear it more toward movement since we're all, you know, explorers, you know. But check this out. Look at this. Here, we'll get inside the ship because otherwise we'll die. But look at this glory. Look at this glory. Everything right where it should be. Look at our hyperdrive range. That's actually pretty respectable. Maneuverability looks amazing. And then the big question, 82,000 DPS is what we're doing. Let's see if we can increase that at all. 82, no, I don't think we can. 82, 183 is exactly the same each time. 82, 147. 85, never mind, there we go. We can crank it out a little bit harder. 85, 758. Absolute insanity. Let's see, what's our hyperdrive? 6. Well, we've got like major side. Ooh. Let's see if we can pump that up just a little bit. 16, what was it? 1680? 1658. 1681. Might be the best we can do at the moment. Hang on, let me finagle this a little bit. 16.815. 16.816. It's not bad. That is not bad at all. Maneuverability's through the roof as far as I'm concerned. I know you could probably do better, and if we went in and actually started messing with base stats, we could probably get this thing into a range that is just absolutely unforgivable. Multi-tool is doing 16,000 damage without us doing a thing to it. What do we have here? We have, oh my gosh, look at the amount. Look at, oh geez, that's insane. Everything is god tier. Everything is absolutely god tier. That's better. I look a little bit more like myself. This is a pretty awesome way to mess around. Now, I'm not going to keep the save. There's really no reason for it. My other saves have a lot of work put into them, and this feels super cheap. But if for some reason I were to lose my other saves, starting over wouldn't be so bad if you could say, okay, let me get my S-Class Solar back. It's not going to be the same, but I can basically set it up the same way. Let me get my S-Class Freighter back. Let me deck it out the way I had it. Now, I could see this being, and even if you didn't want to play through the game and you just wanted to play all in the end game, you could totally do that here. Maybe you want to play like a completely invulnerable character and play through the story or something. I don't know. I mean, there's creative for that if you wanted to, but this is also kind of a fun way to say like, hey, I want to start off with really good stuff. But I could understand if for some reason all of my cloud games disappeared, my cloud saves disappeared. I would use this in a heartbeat, and I wouldn't even remotely feel bad about it. Or, knowing me, I'd probably just start from scratch like I always do and find new stuff. That's kind of the fun in the game. Oh, I'm so torn on this. I'm actually more torn than I thought I'd be. Huh. Okay, we're gonna try one more thing. Okay, so as you just saw, I went and acquired a random freighter. It happened to be an A class. It's pretty nice, actually. But that being said, we're not gonna leave it just like that. I wanted to see what we can do, so we're gonna go into our freighter settings. We're in the Nomad. Let me just make sure we're in the right one. Save, editor, save. We're in the right one. Make sure we're reloading it. So what we're going to do is we're gonna set it. There's tiny, small, normal, and capital. We're gonna go capital. We're gonna make it an S class. I don't even know what it is, so we're gonna generate it a couple times, see what happens there. Then cargo size, we're gonna resize. We're gonna make this thing monster. There we go. Okay, we're aboard. The biggest and easiest way to figure out That is indeed an S-Class. What does it look like? Oh my. We got us a Star Destroyer. Would you look at that? Oh my God. The Singularity engine actually is in here. Oh, that is insane. Look at our hyperdrive range. 3,600. That's without adding any S-Class modules on here. No way, dude. That's absolute fire, dude. Just for the ability to add in the Singularity engine. I don't even know if we can still use it. I don't even remember how to use this thing. I don't even remember how to make that thing work. I just know it was amazing. So we're sitting on S-Class everything, no question. We can add anything we want. We can have anything we want. Completely and utterly allows you to play the game without any restrictions whatsoever. 3,700 now. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. No slouches here. I can't say I condone using this, and I can't say that I have a problem with people using this, you know? Like, if this helps you enjoy the game, then I say completely do what you got to do and have fun with it. I don't think I would use it in my day-to-day main save, but just for fun and for science purposes and experimenting around on the outside, using it to do things like finding out what top tier DPS might be, and jump ranges, stuff like that. I can see this actually being really helpful. Yeah. So there you go. That's how a save editor works, and the power of a save editor in about 1 short hour, as far as my time goes. I was able to do what usually takes weeks to do, which is pretty cool, I must admit. Now, granted, this character still isn't fully prepared to handle really anything at the moment, but if I needed to construct a save very quickly, this would be an excellent way to do it. And that's pretty neat. I appreciate these kind of things. So hopefully you get a little bit of info out of this, and anything you've done in crazy save editors, I'd love to hear it in the comments. So sound off if you don't mind. Let me know like what some of the craziest stats or whatnot are. That'd be really neat to hear. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for making it this far. If you did, please be sure to drop a like and a sub on the channel if you're not doing that yet. And until I see you in the very next video, thank you again for watching. And all my links and stuff, you could always find me on twitch.tv/DreadCaptainJames. I'm live almost every single day of the week, minus Saturday and Sunday, and I'm live for large chunks. So come on in anytime, talk to me about this stuff. Let's do stuff. It'll be fun. Until I see you in the next one, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and of course, continue to be the legends that I know that you are. I will catch you guys in the next video, or hopefully see you in chat sometime. Until then, I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later.